Here we are. We have arrived. Sorry, we're finishing up some conversations on the Discord over here, but yeah, we're back in action. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. So there's been some big news on the Darkest Dungeon front, specifically a DLC for the game. It has been announced. One thing that is unclear to me, this one is the blog post. Yeah, so if we come in here, I should have left this open to where it was and switched it up. But let's watch the trailer first, and then we'll take a look at the rest. There's no sound to speak of, but they are announcing the DLC is titled The Binding Blade, and they have two new heroes. So the first one is this lady whose name is the Duelist. And then the second is our Crusader, a reprisal from the previous Darkest Dungeon. The Binding Blades. We have a rapier and a sword. Good morning, Illustrious. Good morning. So then they show us a shot of the Duelist standing in the back ranks, which we get our first view of attacks. Looks like we might have a forward-moving attack. This might be a feinting attack. Hard to know, but this hero, they've described them as being very movement-oriented. They're going to have some type of self-buff. That's what this looks like here. So we get a little more information from this image. And then the next one... Okay, so here's the self-buff. The self-buff is meditation. But yes, Reginald is coming back. The Crusader will return. Here he is in all of his low-resolution glory. They don't show his skills, curiously. We get the Plague Doctor's list of skills here, so they're keeping some things hidden from us. But then we can go over to the page and we can read the announcement here. So let's give this a look before we dive into things. This DLC features two new playable heroes, the Duelist and the Crusader. The Duelist is a disciplined and deadly combatant capable of tactically switching between defensive and aggressive stances. She's able to move between ranks with ease, attacking in both the front and back ranks, dispatching her enemies with brutal efficiency. The Crusader has returned. This battle-hardened knight is fueled by a radiant holy fire and will smite his foes where they stand. So they mention holy, but they also mention fire. So the Crusader may be entering the ranks of able to light people on fire, kind of like the Vestal did. I do think that we're a little light on fire-based heroes, so that could be an interesting thing. The Blinding Blade will see you mastering the ruthless duelist, battling through barricades and seeking clues that will lead you to the last of the Crusaders. Both new heroes are complete with unique trinkets, signature items, and fully voiced backstories, including playable flashback encounters. The content pack will also introduce a fearsome new threat, the Warlord, a roaming mini-boss who can be found on your journey to the mountain. Be sure to wishlist the DLC today. So, this is an interesting development. It appears like, because they're referring to this as a DLC, we may be... it may cost money. It may be the first paid DLC, although they have not said that, but I assume that they would have announced that a lot like a update. Like this would be the December update. But it's hard to know, and we won't know until we see the whites of its eyes. Let's see. I'm looking for... So right now I'm on the page for Darkest Dungeon. Maybe if I click the wishlist button, I'm not logged in, so maybe we can just search for it. I'm trying to get to the Steam page for it. This may be the Steam page for it. Downloadable content, planned release. Yeah, so it doesn't provide any information on whether this will be a paid DLC or not. I think the same information here that we had up above. So yeah, it may be a mystery, but yes, a ambush buddy for the collector is for sure on the docket. I'm gonna assume that it's a paid DLC. They did something very similar with the first Darkest Dungeon. Not entirely sure, what the price point for something like this would necessarily be, and maybe it'll be free. We'll find out as we go. But for now, I think we're done with the news element of this section. Not a lot else to talk about. That's what I was thinking in Lustrous, but it's the value proposition. I mean, 2 new heroes is cool. It sounds like you have to unlock the Duelist in order to unlock the Crusader, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, let's zap this, come back to this, and yeah, we have something on the docket on top of that. So let's see what we got going on.
Remain undeterred, and you will yet prevail.
All right, we are going to keep the party going with modifications. This time we're taking a look at a modification that adds the Bounty Hunter as a permanent member of the team with the ability to acquire all of the things such as memories. I don't think we have any memories to apply. Is he in here? Not in here, interestingly. Is he down here? He's down here, but it's the same unlocks as before. But I think we're fully memoried. We've killed a few people, so take that for what you will. This is an alternate timeline. When the DLC comes out, we will be returning to the main timeline. But these modded runs are a little funky. So I've been trying to think about how we want to play the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter, I think, plays a lot like it used to. Which is to say, also, what do we want to do? Let's do Obsession.
Adrift in this bituminous nightmare.
Why not, right? The iBoss isn't so bad anymore, famous last words.
Companions to the
I used to avoid it like the absolute plague, but what are you gonna do? Oh, that reminds me.
Of the group's anthropological values, but I sensed his designs extended well beyond the theoretical. The crossroads, a place between places.
A place between places. iBoss is mildly annoying. Most of the bosses are mildly annoying, I feel like. So you'll recognize this. Oh, I didn't actually notice. Okay, these buttons do nothing for the Antiquarian. Somehow we have 5? 5? So there's still something a little funky about this, but we're definitely going to be taking a Bounty Hunter. He hates Gaunt with a fiery passion. I was thinking Leper plays really well with him.
Peace with adversity is the very essence of existence.
Did we kill our Jester too? Looks like a lot of people here have died. I think this is kind of an interesting team.
Stains the surgeon's hands.
Pillager Slayer, Sluice Tactician. Maybe we don't take an improved. We can take an improved one. What's the harm in that? This is not going to be our strongest team, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. So we haven't even looked at the skills. So we have Collect Bounty, which is still a big hit. Collect Bounty doesn't appear to have an upgraded version, which is curious. Do these all list mastered right now? We'll see if they have mastery. I believe the mod said that they had masterable options. We have Mark for Death. I know that it has been balanced at least slightly, or maybe is just full. This looks like the full power standard. Oh my gosh, now I remember in Lustrous. Yeah, we killed everybody. I had completely blocked that out. Okay, well let's do the thing, right? Let's get this party started. No escape is quite good. Target, shuffle, blind, daze, and stun when comboed. Flashbang is insane if you have combo. Alright, well, we'll test this out as is. I had forgotten we killed everyone. Should have probably restored to get back some of our heavy hitters, but that's okay. We'll be fine. I guess that means we do have some naming rights, although on this alternate save, less tempting. Is Katniss properly? Yeah, Katniss is fine.
You can feel it. A change in the air.
Oh man, yeah, that loss last week was truly the stuff of nightmares.
The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Truly the stuff of nightmares. Oh yeah, so we're not getting combo yet. I think I need to change that up. I miss Jarvis already. The horror. Bounty Hunter is surprisingly resilient. So what I was thinking was we can apply combo here. This is kind of like the combo team. Maybe if I had put a cultist back here, it would be more the combo team. That's an interesting thought. But I like the idea of, I believe the Bounty Hunter has the capacity to leave combo still. I think that's like his passive. So we'll try and utilize that so that basically he gets the benefit of the damage from combo, and then the combo remains for the leper. Maybe we should have gone with a Tempest leper. I think it's still good either way, but
Effective. Push on to the inn. Rest and resupply await you.
Rest and resupply await me. Blasphemous idol for your troubles.
The familiar heart.
Little experimental remedy right off the cuff. Interesting. So okay, so first of all, let's see.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest.
Okay, so this is the fully upgraded version of the Bounty Hunter. Interesting. Okay. So that's going to be... I thought for sure that there was a rebalance. Maybe that's a different pack. I think Fade to Black gets upgraded. And I think Plague Grenade gets upgraded. Should have checked where we were going.
Rain, fire, and rot. Is there no sanctuary?
Maze and Exterminate. Neither of these are particularly good. What do we have here?
Relics remind us of a time before the end.
We could try doing a Region 1 Leviathan. Make for a short first video. The Shambler spawn is always so tempting. One of the 5 bounty hunters is surely the balanced version. Seems true. Seems true. I'm tempted to do a larval carrion eater run. Let's get them. Let's get them out, and then bleed stuff has some limited value, but I think feeder is probably the way to go. I don't think we're gonna do the.
Overrun with putrescence.
I don't think we're gonna do the harvest child. I think that would be asking for it. Picking up an early medicine chest is pretty interesting. The ability to stack restorative items is pretty nice. I don't think we're really looking for anything in this next region. We could have also picked up the feeder almanac, but I think this is fine.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Okay. Let's I'm gonna grab one stale bread just to avoid Katniss having like 0 hit points, but let's get this party started. Yeah, maybe the other version of the mod. Mr. Scrake will probably show up at some point and educate us, as he was the one who pointed me at this particular mod.
The rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
So the Harvest Child just seems like... maybe we just have enough damage. We do have one fully masteried out hero. Maybe he who dares wins.
Trust your instincts.
Or he who dares loses, right? I think that's been more the theme for our recent runs. Oh yeah, and then definitely plop that there. I think maybe with that grenade we could potentially make something work. It's always the RNG fest of who gets hit with the meats, but hey, Mr. Scrake, yeah. So this is the bounty hunter that does not have mastery on their skills, right? Like this has relationships, but all of the skills start out mastered, and there's no like alternate version. No mastered. So everything right now on him is mastered. Like I had no ability to spend mastery points on them. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got the right version. This is basically just us rolling the bounty hunter in their base version permanently. I think we just keep the control game going.
Let us hope to finish this quickly. Malaise, measured and steady.
How did the permadeath runs go? Did you ever test out that mod, Mr. Scrake? Assuming you're not on your way out. It's possible that you sounded like you might have been like a hi, have fun, gotta go type of thing. But if you're still around, curious how those death runs went. Working? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Flashbang is insane, as a side note. Ah, you're working. Okay, you are at work. I understand. I understand now. Inhuman appetites. I don't really want to use up the combo here. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Everybody's working. Not complaining about that. I like to keep you guys company while you work.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
Grinding the wheels of brutal capitalism. You tell me about it. Like, it's the world is kind of uncanny in that regard. Let's see. Caltrops I don't think are that important. Hurlbat. We could grab No Escape for another stun. We just have a lot of stuns. We don't really need Mark for Death for the... gosh, every ability of his is a stun, isn't it? We don't need the pull. Finish him slightly more flexible. We are going to be trying the baby out, which is... which we're lacking the equipment for, but...
If you can make it.
We're also going to be on borrowed time in terms of hazards here in a second. Give me some smoke bombs.
Eager to ply his trade.
Tanglemanac, Poison Ring. Hey, Treasure Hunter. Well, we're running the Perma Bounty Hunter mod at the moment. So let's see. If noxious item equipped, resist pierce. Okay, so this is pretty good. I think we do this, and then we don't spend the Ichor here. We can put this here. Put those there. All right, I'm not saying we're in good shape for the baby boss, but I also, you know, am the only person who I'd really be sad to lose right now is Katniss, and on this save where we're just like messing around, not a big deal. But yes, the addition of the bounty hunter is the big change.
Do you hear the child's cries?
No lore, no trinkets, just the bounty. I mean, the bounty hunter already had trinkets, right? So it's really just the bounty hunter in their current form is present in the game. In fact, they don't even have unmastered skills, which I was under the impression that they might have had. So that's okay. I'm not upset about it, but I just was expecting to see him.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Do not hit them. They are not for the hitting. You may be unfamiliar with this game. Everything being mastered is a little OP. Was not my expectation, but it's okay. Like it's just very strong, right? We come out of the gates with one hero who just doesn't need any love or support. That's a big get. That is a big get indeed. I like this team, though. Getting the poison ring was actually pretty nice from a piercing perspective. You get what you pay for. Well, yeah, exactly. When everything is free. So far I haven't seen the bounty hunter. Wait. Oh, he comes with a trinket too. How funny. Okay. If we can kill this guy, I think we do it. Also, Treasure, the big thing that you missed is if you haven't been paying attention to the news, they have announced their first DLC for Darkest Dungeon. So we'll be getting a DLC in December, and that DLC will have 2 new playable classes, including our boy Reynald coming back. We will be getting the Duelist, and we will be getting the Crusader. So that is very exciting indeed. And it does look like it will be a paid DLC. They don't have any information on pricing, but the devil may or may not be in the details on that one. It doesn't feel like the game's been out that long. All right, Corrupting Cleaver is interesting. Ghastly Gruel. Probably won't use Bumper Crop, but we are going to go for this fight, despite the fact that I think it might be a bad idea. How do you say a bad idea? Oh, I should have had break on the board. So or not break, bash, so that we had an immobilize. We don't get that much value from blinding, stunning, and shuffling him, so I think we just go for the damage here. Hang in there, Leper. Can reapply the combo. We didn't get the blind there. If the bounty hunter keeps resisting, we're gonna have an okay time. I hate using up, or I didn't use up the combo, so I guess that's good. The ordering right now is a little unfortunate. Because we're missing out on a lot of damage because Collect Bounty isn't landing. But so since our Jester has already gone, I think we want to move them forward right now. Really mean of Red Hook to make the Bounty Hunter a temporary mercenary. I mean, mean might not be the the term that I would use, but certainly a missed opportunity.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
There was no point in hitting. This guy hits whoever he's going to hit anyways. That 15 is a little bit spicy, for sure. So let's see. The big meat, this is the big meat, which is the front meat. I think I want to move you back. We may lose a turn on the bounty hunter as a result of it, but we dodge that. All right, I think we're good. Oh, okay, there's execution on that ability too. Nice.
The Wainwright awaits.
The bounty hunter does have a long history of being quite a monster. But right now this version is definitely a spicy boy. Let's see. We'll give you that. Give you that. Apply on miss, apply on hit. I don't really want to use distracting dust. We didn't pick up much of anything here. All right, catch you later, treasure. Thanks for swinging by and saying hey. Always a pleasure. Hope to see you for tomorrow's Baldur's Gate stream. We should talk more about Minthara and the incredible shenanigans that people have done to make her part of the gang. Something we've been talking about in the background in the Discord, but yeah, I have not.
What you can.
I'm a horrible monster, but I have not prepared for our next Baldur's Gate stream. Gonna have to do that tonight. Definitely go to the creature den.
Flesh of their animals. Then, still hungry, they turned upon themselves.
But yeah, I'm excited for the Crusader and the Duelist. I think it's gonna be cool. Some of the phrasing, any nostalgia games that I play from time to time, so basically, so I guess the first part is basically all of my game playing you see. There's not a lot of time in Alden's life to play games outside of this, except when I get like really. Did this guy already go? Yeah, he already went. Oh, that's unfortunate. But like a lot of, so it's interesting because a lot of the games that would, I think, fit into the nostalgia game category for me, like where I got my gaming start, are MMOs. So my ultimate nostalgia game, the game that I have the strongest feelings for if that, I don't know if that's the correct phrasing, but EverQuest is my number one game that I have like just an uncanny amount of love and affection for and fond memories of. Not really a game you can go back and, I mean, it still exists. It's owned by like a weird company now. But it does still exist. I have actually gone back and found my old character. When we were leading up to the release of Baldur's Gate, I actually went back and logged into my EverQuest account, just to take a gander at my old character, which was, I sunk hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into that character. In fact, hold on. I took a screenshot of my time played, so let's get exact numbers out. Let's see. So, okay. So, is there an easy way I can share this? Oh yeah. Obviously, I can put it in the Discord. What am I? My brain sometimes, I worry about it. My brain is very sick. So it'll be a little small, but I will also read it. So this is the /played for my primary character in EverQuest. I created the character on June 19th, 2002. That was 21 years ago as of time of taking the screenshot. Total time played, 145 days, 15 hours, 13 minutes. Yeah, kind of insane. 145 days. So let's not do the math, but let's do the math. Now, granted, this was a game where you AFK'd a lot, but yeah, 3,000 hours of time spent on that character. Now, there's certain things. Like as an example, there was the way that EverQuest worked from like a mechanics perspective, right? It was an MMO. It was a single world, so there was no instancing, right? I think people nowadays in in the world of kind of like modern MMOs, everything is instanced, and you know, like there's enough of everything to go around. Everything was a scarce resource in EverQuest. Everything was a scarce resource in EverQuest, which you know meant that you all you had was one of something, right? And they were big on the notion of rare spawn mobs and placeholder mobs. So what would happen with that game is you would have a placeholder mob, and let's say 20% of the time when that mob spawned, and every mob had like a spawn time associated with it. So like as an example, you might have a particular spawn location that after it is killed 30 minutes later it spawns again, right? And 20% of the time when it spawns, it will spawn in a rare version. And the kind of like net effect of this was you would have certain spawns that were like 6-hour spawns. I remember this very vividly. There was one in a place called Chardok that was a multi-hour spawn. Like I think it was a 6-hour spawn. Are you already dead? You're already dead. Yeah, it was a 6-hour spawn. Kind of wish I had come hither. But yeah, it was a 6-hour spawn, and it was like a 10% chance. So I would literally go to sleep with my character idling in a place where I could see it, and then wait for the enemy to spawn, so that then I could kill it, and then wait another 6 hours to repeat. So there was a lot of AFKing. is a simpler way of putting what I'm saying here, but yeah, but still, huge amount of time invested. Just like for me, the ultimate nostalgia game. Because the other thing is I played it with family members, so we were all playing together, and it was kind of this very awesome experience as a young lad. Let's see. This isn't unpleasant. I forgot there was a second half to this fight. Whoops. I'm too focused on picturing Chardok and my endless camping session to get the Burnous of the Half-Breed, which was the illusion item that I believe allowed you to look like a halfling. Hey, Cravallo! Life is good. We're playing with the permanent bounty hunter mod at the moment, so just chilling out, relaxing, minding my own business. This kind of sucks. Alright, well, at least we landed the hit, even if it was less than. I think we need to get rid of those. We're gonna need to put a heal on our boy. Where did that heal come from? I don't actually know. Little concerned. We got a lot of spiders that could cause a lot of problems. What sparked you to go from RTS and MMOs to mostly turn-based strategy games? This is gonna be the saddest answer of all, in Lustrous, but I think it was getting old. Terrible, I know, but MMOs just they consume your entire life, you know. So like it. I no longer had time in my life when I was working a full-time job to spend, 40 hours a week, as an example, on MMOs. YouTube stream frozen. Not for me, Yoba. I have a live preview over here, and it is happy. Maybe try reloading your browser. They might not be able to see it, so try reloading your browser at... So is there a second version of the Bounty Hunter mod? Nice, Yoba, welcome. So hold on, wait, too many questions. I've been on vacation, and then YouTube decided not to push you into my feed anymore. Had to manually check for your stream. I'm so glad you're back, Cravallo. I'm super happy to see it. Does that mean that I'm ancient since I started with that genre and never changed? I don't think that makes you ancient. I think it makes you makes you a more determined consumer than I was, perhaps. Oh, it still has to be updated. So, Mr. Scrake, what do you think about the new announcement of the DLC? We haven't had a chance to talk about that. So this guy's already dead. I think. I'll do this anyways. Get rid of the corpse. Your honest reaction? I am not looking for you to lie to me. But no, Illustrious, you are not ancient. Certainly not. Yeah, we can do this. Get the stun off. This gives us a moment's respite to. I wish we could get a heal off on him. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just greed both of these. I don't know where the breakpoint for being able to use Solemnity is. Yeah, we're not going to get there. I would like to get a heal. So we'll just do this. FPS and MMOs are too chaotic for your eyes. Turn-based games are comfy. I do feel a little bit of that. Does Flashbang do nothing if not? Oh wait, so how you felt was, hold on, let me bring the message back up here. It looks like one dance emote, one cheer emote, one, is that a grave emote? Or oh, we're out of uses? All right. Your reaction is 4 emotes. Are they good emotes? Cuz I'm pretty excited. I'm a little sad that DLC is coming so soon. But one thing that I thought about, and I think it is too late now for Red Hook to go this direction, but I think the thing that they could have done that would have been truly amazing. Yeah, it's 33%. I felt like I was kind of close. I was like maybe like 3 or 4 hit points off, but like I didn't want to do the math.
An impressive haul.
But it would be amazing if they rolled out, God, this has been a book-heavy run. If they had rolled out these 2 characters as part of the inclusion of modding. I don't think we're coming back here again. So if they basically built mods for these two heroes so that they had examples of how modding would work, I think that could have been like insanely cool. Yeah, Illustrious. And also you can just walk away from them. Like you can take a break, you know, like especially for streaming. Like MMOs would be soul crushing for me, 'cause sometimes I just have to go 10 to olive, you know? So, you know, I think that there is that component as well. Yeah, Cravallo, it really is. It can be just this kind of unbelievable, like, wow, where did my life go type of thing. Baneful Breath is annoying. But yeah, I mean, I put my time in, and for the time that I put into EverQuest, I put as much time into World of Warcraft too. We hadn't talked about that, but that is my other nostalgia game. I loved World of Warcraft and played a huge amount of that. Let's see. Let's do that. I guess that doesn't get rid of our weakness, unfortunately. But yeah, I played World of Warcraft from launch all the way through Burning Crusade, then took a break, then came back for I don't even remember what the names of everything were. I'm doing a terrible job on this fight. Oh yeah, Cravallo. There were... I definitely remember also, like, this is another bad one, but like university parties where I'd be up until like 2 a.m., you know, hanging out with people at a party, whatever, and then go home and play like 4 hours of EverQuest after that. It's a lot of action. It's a lot of action. Oh, it didn't come through. It didn't come through, Mr. Scrake. I don't. Every once in a while. So the way that works, which is very frustrating to me, is that Discord will post the message as text and then post a callback. If you paste it again, I bet it will work. Boozed up sections just hit the boozed up sessions just hit different. They do. No, it's hit different, but not necessarily well. Yeah, try it again, Mr. Scrake. I think it'll work. I'm still above the solemnity threshold. Boo. All right, we'll give him heal here. There's a bit of funk. So yeah, so finish him as execution 2. Holy cow. There we go. This is the Deacon, the basketball playing Deacon. I also have not used Larval Carrion Eater at all. This has been a very distracted session, I will say. Good banter, bad Darkest Dungeon playing. Youth is a beautiful thing, isn't it, Illustrious? Let's see. Yep, you do. You get away with a lot. Yeah, so the way that works is Discord posts the message as text, and then it updates. It has a callback update that changes the message from being text to being an image embed. And so what I had to do when I wrote the chat software is I had to choose an amount of time to wait for the emote to be wait for the text to get updated and the embed to get updated. And that's kind of awkward because, like, what's the right amount of time to wait, right? Like, I think I wait like a second or something like that, or maybe like 2 seconds, and clearly I need to wait longer. Let's see. So you're taking 10 of 12, 10, and you're regenning 10. We need a lot more work on this guy, which is a little frustrating. Your dead con emote. Got it.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Okay, if we had rolled one more point there, that would have been a kill, which I think would have been good for the goose and good for the gander. But yeah, we're taking our time on this one for sure. The regen landing on this guy has been particularly annoying. Well, Hellions Revelry is a very small heal compared to Solemnity, right? From a balance perspective, I think I'm on board with... Does that ignore block? Does that have execution 2 and ignores block? What the what? Okay, finish him is like, what, the best ability in the game? What? This is absolutely bonkers. I think the only way to get this guy killed, and plus 75% damage on dazed and stunned, that seems fine. All right, so there we go. We got him up to 29 blight with only 10 regen. Neener, neener, neener. Yeah, Bounty Hunter feels really strong. It definitely needs an update to the unmastered version. How did you feel the balance was on the unmastered version, Mr. Scrake? Because you're the only person I know who played it. It was actually good? Okay. So we're waiting for that update to happen. Now you have stun resist at the moment? You do. Also, the death mod didn't work. Okay. Oh, that was just a total misclick. Let's never speak of that again. Take a crit to the face because of my my foolishness. I deserved that. Do we have one more Solemnity, or did I use them both? I wish you could come in here and see how many uses you had left of stuff. I did use up all my Solemnities. Humbug. Good thing we have an Execute 2 ability.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
Solemnity heal, Mr. Scrake. Looks legit to me. Nothing to see here. You can't handle my weakest Solemnity. That is out of control. All right, good enough. Source of clippable moments. Only when they end badly. That one felt pretty boring. Yeah, solo leper with thrilling tablet. I've seen a lot of people do those types of runs. The huge heals and the giant single hits from chop.
Lower your guard.
All right, what do we got here? Tracker Tippler Squeamish.
It is safe here.
See if we get rid of the disease over here. Did we gain? No, we lost Squeamish there. Okay.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
These discounts do be happening. Okay, well. Do we have anyone who's melodophobic at the moment? Hooray! The one cost songbook of touching dirges is that's a staple of my runs. I don't know about anyone else. Free real estate. Okay, let's see. So we do have this relationship between Sarmenti and Baldwin. It's a little. By the way, if people want naming rights, just holler. Oh man, 6 of these at 1 per. Okay, that'll help. Okay, so what do we have? We got Sarmenti and you. All right, we got Sarmenti and Baldwin is the place to start. +6. Okay. It looks like we are taking the inn with us. This is the fact that we just got a +6 there, so Tardif and Baldwin could use 1. And then Katniss and Sarmenti could take 2. There's 1.
Will you press on into uncertainty? or claim what you can.
I mean, we should buy that for 1 too. This is a little ridiculous, this shop. The way things have lined up. It was Sarmenti and Katniss, wasn't it? That was another misclick. How did I do that? Yep. All right. Let's see. Who is our worst relationship now? It looks like 14 is our worst relationship. Tardif Baldwin can take this. Boop. Ooh, melodophobic. At the 11th hour. Wait, we got another one of these experimental remedies? Good gravy. What is even happening? And who has a negative quirk still? Cosmic Fearing is pretty annoying. There we go. No problem. I'll take a Warhorn for free. I'll take an Incendiary Cocktail for free. I'll take 2... In all my years, I don't think I've ever had a shop quite this ridiculous. I guess I'll take the Wild Teas and start burning stuff off, because I don't care about Gaunt Hater, but I'd like to get rid of Melodophobic. There we go. I used an experimental treatment and now I have another one. I don't know why. All right, got you the speed buff there. Where are we going? I assume we're going to...
Everywhere in ruin.
We're going to the sluice.
Everywhere.
Because you don't turn down free real estate. I think we'll go for that, and then we'll do 100% Shrine of Reflection location scouting. Thanks, game. Thank you. Just what I needed. Might as well pick up the 3 meditation totems. Because they're free. Okay, so Sarmenti has 2 things to burn off. 1, 2. All right. That leaves Toonhammer, but I think we have 1 more Wild Tea. Oh, what did we lose there? Well, we lost everything. That's fine, though. Yeah, so we got combat item price reduced by the inn. This is the Provisioner Inn. And then we also got it reduced by the chitinous appendage delivered. So we had kind of a double whammy, and we should probably buy all the food. We should probably buy a bunch of stuff that we're like, even if we're not going to use it this time, why not? Right, we can just make it through the sluice and then figure out things on the other side. We also have 5 mastery to spend.
Is the greatest teacher of all.
We don't have a lot of places to put mastery because of the bounty hunter, so I'll just pick up those. Hey, Tenebrae! Permanent Bounty Hunter is very strong. Bounty Hunter is very strong, but Permanent Bounty Hunter is also very strong. Let's put one of these here. Put that there. I don't know why those weren't stacked. Might as well do that. We could use that, but I don't think we need to be faster at the moment. I'm just a little concerned about... I don't really want to tank anyone's death's door, so I'll put that like that, and then we can put that there. I'm just trying to clean up enough space because I want to carry all this stuff with us, but I also find it weird that mineral rich spring water is not a restorative item, but that's neither here nor there. All right. 6 slots for a sluice doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, the bounty hunter is very chonky. All right, into the sluice with our permanent bounty hunter and our... Okay, they look like they were... Yep, that's... I respect the... I respect the I'm not sure what's going on there. Slightly worrisome, but we're cruising. We're cruising. Yeah, that specifically does speak to one of the things that I've had as a concern for a long time. The less thinking about it, the better. That is fair. That is fair. But it's a concern that I have about this game, which is that I think creating art assets for this game is a real challenge. You know, so I think that it is going to be a challenge to build a game that or to build mods that have art, right? So like, you know, getting all the art style right for all of the now 3D modeled and animated heroes is significantly heavier lift, which means I think there's just going to be less people doing it than there were for the first game. We want to kill this guy next. We would love... We really want to find the seashell for the leper. That's our current search. It's been a while since I played this. Is there still a thing where positive relationships can make them mad because you helped someone else? No, Brian. I believe that has left the building, as it were. Hey, Utopia! Welcome to the stream. All right, it's gonna take me a minute to. So you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. All right, everybody's roasted. So let's just toss one of those out. But yeah, we need more combo capacity. That's our primary thing. Yeah, the new relationships I think are a lot better, Brian. It's been a while since the game looked like that, which is not to say that there's anything wrong with the fact that you've been gone for a minute, but I think I'm gonna move forward. I want to get a heal off here, so I'm gonna let this guy do his worst. This is not a kill, right? All right, we'll do that. Honestly, all Red Hook needs to do is make 3D flat rectangles which get 2D assets projected onto them and use them as model replacements for the 3D characters. I think what you're describing. Okay, so there's two components to the act of making a model that would work in a game like this, right? There is the mesh, and then there is the UV unwrap of the mesh into 2D space that then gets projected onto the mesh. And that's essentially what you're describing, Yoba, I think, right? Because like all of the textures for the heroes in the game are a single 2D image that gets essentially projected or wrapped onto the model. I think it is the modeling itself that is the hard part, right? Like how do you like, if you really wanted to make it as easy as doing Darkest Dungeon 1, you would need something that kind of like took a 2D asset and automatically interpolated it into a 3D asset. Now, I seem to remember that this lock thing, I really liked the trinket that we got from it. Was this the cool trinket that converts? Oh, we get murder weapon.
Unparalleled power.
Forgot 2 bottles of whiskey. Who doesn't get to chug whiskey? Yeah, indeed, Bray. Oh, Utopia. I'm so sorry you're feeling under the weather. Glad you can come hang out, though. I mean, sometimes you gotta leave your immune system to do the work.
Shadows of
It's like flat trees and theaters for kids. I've done this stuff for my game I never finished. Yeah, it's a 2D asset interpolated into a 3D realm. Ooh, that's cool. I mean, I think that's a cool concept, Yoba. I would be very curious to hear more about it, because I think you're right. They need something like that. So you're doing 5. You're already dead, so I'll whack you. Fun and useful trinket. Oh yeah, I forgot to equip murder weapon. Obviously, we need to equip murder weapon. Try and get the stun on this guy. Our passive did proc there. We got to keep the combo. Combo keeper. Everybody's already dead. We don't need another blind token. We're fully blinded up.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
I think we're gonna put murder weapon on. I guess our plague doctor already has some pretty gnarly trinkets. So I guess we won't put it there. There was a temptation to put it on our plague doctor. The dodges, they do nothing. Because our plague doctor is eagle-eyed, so they have like a lot of crit and they crit a lot.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
That's the 3rd time dodge plus 8 dirt. I mean, so you're saying we're doing better than we normally do, Tenebrae. Feels like that's all it ever does. Let's see. So I'll do this and this for now. But we do need to get rid of something else. My estimations were wrong. Wait, do we have... Oh, I guess I didn't put those there. Decisions. What do we get rid of here? Do we have any candles? Ha! Candles be gone. We're gonna need to start collecting candles again. I guess we're gonna have to start prioritizing candles once the DLC comes out, because presumably we're gonna have to unlock stuff.
To arms, though it brings no satisfaction.
Did you forget to equip the murder weapon, or did you subconsciously remember that equipping it does nothing either way? Fair point. All of our relationships are exceptional, but this one's particularly good. This run feels very strong, unlike our other runs. I mean, having a hero with everything fully mastered right from the beginning is a recipe for strength. I'll just leave it at that. Also, having Plague Doctor on our team is also a recipe for strength. So when you say the braying of the masses, you are specifically referring to the fact that that the Crusader is coming back, Tenebrae. You feel that should not have happened. I'm not saying I disagree either. To be clear, I'm starting to think that maybe the inclusion of the bounty hunter has in fact made dodge tokens do nothing. Having a whole inn for free is also strong. I think both are good. I like both. Also, it wasn't just any inn. It was like a primo inn. The question is, which do we think is stronger? Do we think that having a full free inn is stronger, or having a full bounty hunter for the entire run is stronger. Also, has this guy been... He's been stealthed forever? Should have put the murder weapon on Leper. Confirmed. Execution 2. Confirmed strong. Not hating the inclusion of the Crusader again, but with all this obnoxious whining from the player base, they should have just worked on another character. So talk to me, Tenebrae. Like, and I'm not saying this as a in any disagreeing fashion. I don't think I'm tuned into the places that you're tuned into. Where are people complaining? Because like, I guess I don't spend much time in the in like the official Red Hook Discord. Maybe that's where the whinging is coming from. But
elementary problem, is it not?
It would be stronger as you get all those negatives quirks out and all the food and all the relationships. I mean, I generally think so. Like that inn was a huge boon. Because like by the end of the run, right, it's going to be weird having a bounty hunter in the final region, right? Because that's never been a possibility before. Reddit and YouTube comments from their official channel and the Discord. It's such a shame. I do think people need to be chilly sometimes. That's you know, harassment is perhaps too strong a word, but nice hit. Every ability is a stun. La la la. Sorry. Sorry, just had to momentarily get that out there. But yeah, it is a bummer that people get so impassioned about things sometimes. His regret over his leaving. Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. One thing that I noticed, Tenebrae, is in the promotional materials. We went over them at the beginning of stream, and the only thing they call out, because they don't show his skills at all. They showed screenshots of the other hero, the duelist skills, and it looks like she has some like forward movement and some backwards movement, etc. But they talk a lot about his holy fire as like his defining attribute, which makes me wonder if we're gonna get another literally fire hero, which I think could be interesting.
Bravo.
That could have been murder weapon going off. Reynald is the French spelling of Ragan Valder.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
He might end up being a little bit of a melee Vestal. That is a possibility. Yeah, it cost us 5 gold. Ooh, Greater Gilded Mind. Don't mind if I do. Also, Tarantism has yet to proc. Not wishing that it would, but just pointing out that that for some reason the game is like, don't worry about it. We're gonna give you Tarantism, but it's never gonna do anything.
Of torment.
So one thing that we talked about previously is the final exit cinematic after you defeat the game shows someone standing behind a pillar holding hands with the Vestal, and it's right in front of the Crusader's helmet, which is sitting on the ground. So, you know, there's some possibility that maybe that is indeed the Crusader. I think we gotta let the bear traps go. All right, we didn't have a candle. The 3 holy characters are now in the game. Yeah, I will also say, my gut is telling me... Uh-oh. Suddenly very bad situation here. We can let the pipeweed go because our relationships are good. The duelist is feeling a lot like the shield maiden. I don't know if anyone else is getting those vibes, but I have this suspicion that we may not see the shield maiden, and the duelist may be the refining of that. Vestal and Crusader getting together sounds like super heresy. I mean, the road is a lonely place is something that Wayne June might say. I don't know. Are we going to put... I don't think there's any cultist trinkets I care that much for. We might end up going to the Tangle. Blasphemous Idol. Whittling tools can definitely go. I think bandages can go, and fisherman's net. All right, there we go. Your most glorious hour right on top of the stairs. Glory. Tarantism will proc and make you slip down the stairs and die. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Did get the vibe of the duelist crimping on the shield maiden. Yeah, same here. Though she seems to be a cross between the highwayman with her riposts. Does she confirmed have riposts? Because that's very interesting. Like I didn't see anything that indicated that. Do you have some additional intel? I'm not disagreeing. I'm genuinely very curious. Let's see. I think Bounty Hunter kills here. So let's... Like, I got the feeling that she has a lot of mobility. And she also has at least one self buff. But that's about... That's about it. Is that a... Did we get there? We did get there. Nice. The Whiskey Jar Party. Sounds like my kind of party. I think I just get this on a timer. I don't think they made an explicit comment about riposts. I just inferred it from her being a duelist and it being a defining part of that sort of archetype. I can see it. I'm not opposed to the possibility. I love the combo getting left behind for sure. Mobility and riposte would make sense for me as far as theming the duelist goes. I agree, Brian. I think it starts to get very... it starts to feel very similar to the Highwaymen, though, if they go that route. Well done. Which is not to say that they won't. But the Highwayman also buffs themselves and does damage, right? So like there's I think it's tricky. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of design overlap there, which is why my gut said like Shield Maiden felt very distinct from the Highwayman. And so I was like, maybe we'll see more of a Shield Maiden thing. Maybe they'll have some debuff skills that, you know, like move them around and remove things. Maybe a little bit of blight action, you know, give them a little bit of like a grave robbery flavor. But yeah, I don't know. There was a mod for a Chinese-looking old maid assassin that had a lot of duelist archetype skills. Bleed, movement, riposte, guard. We do well with combo. I'll do this. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be super interesting. Also, have we fought the same 3 enemies like 15 times now? It certainly feels that way. That could have been murder weapon. Could have been murder weapon goodness. Yeah, I think the Shield Maiden was an amazing character as a side note. Like just fundamentally, I was a huge fan of the Shield Maiden. She was a super fun Super fun hero. I always felt like there's such a fine line between like healthy differences and unhealthy differences. You know, like her dreams always felt really like difficult to work around until you got all of them out of the way, which I didn't love. And, you know, it reminds me of the same thing that they did with Death, which is the same thing that they did with, you know, like so on and so forth. I kind of like, it's weird, but in a way I really like it when they don't give every hero some weird, like, uniqueness that is all their own. Okay, he's roasted, which means we can just do this to at least get a hit on little skitter monster here. Skitter me timbers. The duelist looks like she would have hung out with the grave robber's husband pre-homicide. Maybe post-homicide, too. It's hard to know. Hard to know.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
But yeah, I mean, I like her aesthetic, for sure.
The one pleasant in the extreme.
Covert
This
cloak.
work is noble and necessary.
There's no way we're using the covert cloak. We also have more money than we know what to do with. I mean, it's kind of interesting on Katniss, but I don't think we need more execute. We have a lot. I'm gonna let all that food is. I don't want the food to go to waste. More fisherman's nets. I swear I threw those away last time. And one more thing must go. It's got to be the one food. All right. 6 leagues to go. Does front load the cast again? We don't have many backline supports. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pleased that it sounds like this character at least has the capacity to operate as a backline and enhance shuffle comps. Wow, all positives. Iron Stance, Last Grasp, tough, and Second Wind. Very nice. That means we're still sitting on no negatives at the moment. We may change that shortly here. We only picked up one mastery.
That you may stand just a little taller at the end.
But we have very few places. I mean, Inspiring Tune to a certain extent just feels like a weak one to change. Where are we going now?
The provinces and cantrevs of our land.
We want a snappy swig in our life, for sure. There's a part of me that's like, do I even need the food? I don't know why it's not affecting Baldwin. That's the second time that Baldwin has not gotten a heal off of it. Everyone else gets a heal. I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
Spend what you can.
Any more touching dirges?
Wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
If indeed it ever did. Ooh, a hoarder's signal decoder. I'll pick that up. Because we have a bunch of junk trinkets, so we can get rid of the shrine map. Pick that up so that we have a higher chance of snappy swig if we find ourselves at a hoarder. Got the speed again off of that. Well, that was unfortunate. Wow. All right. Cool game. Cool game. Picked up a Toon Hummer. Tardif ends up with more HP than than the other way around. Just clean those two out too while we're at it. Those whiskeys were atrocious. See if we can get any tactical thinkers out of the playing cards. I don't think we're actually going to be able to rescue that. Okay, well. The 13 hurts a little bit. So we'll have to... Do we have any individual options here? Yeah, we got a couple of whiskeys. Grab a Soothing Poultice as well. Part of me is like, if we're banking on going to... I think we're going to go to the Tangle for our final region, assuming that it is offered. So maybe, just maybe, we want Sarmenti Tardif. Maybe we want to pick up the linseed oil while we can. But maybe not. Maybe we don't bother. I think we're going to be okay. Always thinking about that reverberating Redoubt life. For 12 gold. Just in case we need it. Just in case we need it. Okay. Let's do some sprawling. Sprawlward ho we go.
Tried and tested.
The bounty hunter doesn't like the funny man. I mean, he does like standing behind people awkwardly during those cutscenes. Sitting there bobbing up and down. Like he's ready for a fight.
Behold,
all right, show me some good stuff here.
cities of man, ruined.
Hoarder and library are at odds. Boo hiss. Yeah, in fact, we have 2 hoarders, and neither of them are in a place that we can access. Yeah, it seems like a bit of an oversight. Now, also, we need to hug left here. So let's get this party started.
Though decidedly inconvenient, at least we know what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we've been talking about that is definitely the case is just that the mods that have been done, like, they're not low effort, but they the ones that take a bit more upkeep are not being updated necessarily with the frequency that we might have hoped. If I can get rid of one of them, I'll get rid of her. Yeah, so we want to find ourselves a conch shell. This seems like a waste. Yeah, they're already going second. Maybe encore here just so we can blow up this guy. That was a reasonable play. I don't know that that was perfect, but best chance would be at the hoarder for sure. It's hard to turn down, though. I don't think we can hit both hoarders, Tenebrae, and we don't have that many baubles. So I think it's a little bit of a risk going hoarder, because we end up having to pay for it. So many stuns. So many stuns. Could have been a murder weapon. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, because what's going to happen is if we can even go to both hoarders, we're going to go to the first hoarder, we're going to take the the best thing we can possibly get. It's not going to be what we're looking for. Then we're going to go to the second one, and it's going to have exactly what we want. So let's see. And yeah, the 2 hoarders are mutually exclusive as well. So 1 hoarder I do not think is better than getting... I mean, we don't really need any mastery anymore. So, but we get relics and we get baubles from killing the librarian. We get relics, baubles, and mastery, and the shot at a snappy swag. Smoldering hymnal combo. I think that's a hard choice.
No satisfaction.
Though it brings no satisfaction. .26 combo, ain't no slouch. Let's just get the let's get the taunts up. Let's not go crazy here. The change to accelerant on the pugilist is a really interesting change, I will say. Means that on his first turn he's not getting those 2 attacks in. These guys are already dead. I don't need to do that. So I think we encore here so that we can get like the 2 hits in. Goodbye. Having Plague Grenade give a dodge is something to behold. Good thing we have Execute on our 5th ability here. Is there any way we could get dazes off of the leper? Is there any way we can get like dazes off of Intimidate? That would be interesting. Oh yeah, Mr. Scrake. It just occurred to me. You said that that death showing up for everyone regardless mod wasn't working. Clearly death didn't show up, but do you have any other way of knowing and confirming that it definitely wasn't working? Other than just like the confirmation bias of it didn't work. I don't think so. One of his abilities does immobilize. Yeah, Bash. Bash might have a daze on it naturally. We should check that. Let's double check. Yeah, it does. But the leper would have to be going before the highway, before the bounty hunter, which is not extremely realistic. 5, 5, 5, 5. You're at 12. So technically, if we hit you for 2, that would put you on a shorter timer. All right, doesn't matter. Still got paid. No, so he doesn't always do accelerant. How interesting. Or, oh, maybe he already did accelerant, actually. No! We're doomed. Doomed, I say.
A promising development.
Leper already gets to go. I am just going to burn off the stress. I think we're in fine shape here. $25 is not enough. That would have been fun. Oh, does his main attack have execution on it too? Wait, Collect Bounty doesn't have execution. Why did I just get execution on that one?
The past is
odd.
gone. Let it die.
Odd. Slightly strange. Oh, we can get rid of Tarantism, which never procced, incidentally. Like, just saying.
understands the futility of her work, but undertakes it nonetheless.
No more Tarantism. No more of that. Do you want to lock in anything here? No. No. No.
Tonics,
Definitely
tinctures,
buy
and
those.
remedies. The science of hope.
Science of Hope. I don't think we need anything else. But definitely picking up those is nice because we have the increased stacking on them, so critical hits having execution modifier would be a nice change. It's certainly an interesting thing. It's not currently the case. All right, we'll take some more fights. But yeah, crits, that's an interesting change that they could
So that
do.
others may flee.
The Ant Aquarian.
Once she had a sliver of decency.
Ooh. Very fast pillager crack shot there, dang.
A brilliant conclusion.
I don't think critical hits need to be made any better, though. They're so good. Wow, no front mortar. Now, does this ignore guard too? No, it doesn't. But I guess we can blow up that backliner this way. Fastest leper in the history of the universe? What's going on here? The dot didn't tick there. That was interesting. Now that I think about it, it would be nice as it would be... It wouldn't be nice as it would be used against you to pierce death blow resist. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, is all I will say. We're going to have to endure one more action by the Antiquarian regardless. That's an annoying action, though. That do be an annoying action. It wasn't that bad. Oh, you heal.
Well done.
Ooh, big hits. And then that one didn't toast execution, even though it clearly was. For a future where there is a bounty hunter mod that is more balanced, this will be a fun one. This comp, I really like this comp. I think it has a lot of good things going on. Four crit and 10%. Yeah, this is fine. Make you the fastest boy in the land. But yeah, I'm super excited about the DLC. I do feel like it was such a... The game feels like it released a very short time ago. What's keeping you from changing Poet to Monarch on the last in? I probably will. We haven't gotten there yet. I think that's the only thing holding me back. And I mean, I guess like also money.
Cooperation is the key.
We don't have... We don't necessarily have the bankroll for it. I don't know if I'll prioritize that over other things. But assuming we have the cash, I will. It's almost always better. Yeah, oh, for sure, yeah. Perhaps slightly too good a workaround, if I'm being honest. Tenebrae, but...
Haste and carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Let's see, 5 and 7. 5 and 13. I don't know that was the play. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference in this moment, but whew, his dodges do nothing. Yeah, didn't need it. We would have gotten it with the Plague Doctor alone. That's the thing. The Plague Doctor's Plague Grenade is really just like a kill the back 2 ranks button. Like, it's so exceptionally strong. Single-handedly invalidates a lot of the game. It's annoying.
Extinguished at last.
Execution.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
We started in a blight resistant zone though. Tenebrae. We did our first region was Feeder. that's where we kicked it off. There's our snappy swig in the flesh. It makes the hoarder a little more tempting. I will cop to that truth, because we could get an unusual seashell and that would be pretty game changing. Make Intimidate Monarch even more interesting. We might even swap over a region early. Probably not though. Okay, you got some scouting. I'm not mad at a little scouting here. Gives us a bit of insight into what we're giving up by choosing. We're gonna have another hospital, and then we can make our decision. But it looks like basically if we take the Hoarder, we get very little. We have a higher chance of more mastery if we go for the Oblivion's Ingress, even though I don't think I'm shopping for any cultist trinkets at the moment. Are we full? No, we have a little bit of time. Hey, Moth! Sorry I killed you last week. Apologies for killing you. You almost had a moment of greatness. Get our wheel back. It did have to happen at some point, but as a reminder, this is the modded save file. So at some point you will be reborn, likely when the DLC comes out. Which if you haven't heard, I think you have heard, but if you haven't heard, the DLC has been announced, and there will be 2 new heroes added to the game, along with a wandering boss named the Warlord. Okay, we got no diseases. No negative quirks. I'll pick up a couple stimulating pulses. Just 'cause I think this boss, being fast for the boss, almost went to the wrong place entirely there. Yeah, so we're getting 2 new heroes, the Duelist and the Crusader. If you go back to the very beginning of stream, I talked about it. I also want a different trophy. I'm not sure I want to roll bumper crop for the end here.
I trust you have calculated.
Even though our HP totals feel kind of invincible, like the eye boss, things can just get weird with the eye boss. Okay, give me the blind. That's all I want. Show me blind. Okay, now Howl needs to miss. Okay. Reynold. Reynold is back. That is in fact the case. I don't know. Someone was saying Reginald earlier today too, I feel like. And maybe then I was saying it. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm quite enjoying that, though. Love to see it. Yeah, Reynold. All the extra HP just means your character's take an additional hit from the eyeball. Pretty much, yeah. And then they die. Because you have no death store. Hooray for no death store. I said Reginald, but that too was an autocorrect. Yeah, I think I didn't correct it. I think in my head I just let it go, and I think we've been saying Reginald ever since.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
The baby head. Our autocorrect hates the French. Autocorrect hates anyone who is bilingual. So you can recruit them at the inn for one region, Moth, but at the moment we are rocking the permanent bounty hunter mod. What do I want to do here? I think I want to do that. Yeah, we're rocking the permanent bounty hunter mod. So we modded the game to be able to try out what it would be like to have the bounty hunter all the time. And to no one's surprise, he in his current form is kind of stupid OP. But his current form happens to be everything is fully mastered from the get-go. There was a different version where his skills have different tiers and can be mastered, but I believe that version is currently not functional due to lack of updates. So we're just enjoying the bounty hunter in his birthday suit at the moment. Which that sounds terrible when I say it that way, but you get the picture. That could have been a kill.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
But yeah, very, very interesting. Looks like the duelist is going to be a very like hyper mobile type of character that does lots of damage. This is going to take a minute to get this guy killed unless we get a very lucky blind into a dodge attack. Nicely done, bounty hunter. Oh, I wanted to swap our jester and our bounty hunter for this so that we could go for the immediate encore double play grenade, but I forgot.
Well done.
Dodges are optional to opponents too. Weird to think. It strikes me as dodges should never work for opponents and always work for me, Tenebrae. That seems like my preferred setup. Which does seem to be the way that it's working out right now, so I shouldn't complain too much. The blinds, they do something. Snappy Swig also putting in the work. Oh, one off. One off. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. Ooh. The rare move.
Stupendous.
And that is all she wrote. Alright, I do not think the librarian is going to pose too big a threat. We do get a smoldering hymnal. We get an assay gear a little late. I don't know if I swap out. I think I do swap out a bridge edition. I also have ablative powder and I did not equip it. This is some lazy something or other.
Must be stopped. The librarian must be destroyed.
Yeah, those should have been reversed for our purposes.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
I also don't think I put anything on the board that can hit right now. I can do this and push back the books so that he starts burning another set of books. That's fine. Yeah, that's why we needed to switch our order. That was very disappointing. Hitting through that dodge, though, is pretty huge. Our Plague Doctor is going to be the only person doing damage here, which is going to be curious. Also, pushing back the book stack probably wasn't good, because we have so much more damage we can do in rank 3. Doing too much damage to this, if I'm being honest. Did not expect that to happen. That's fine. It's not a big deal, but it's definitely it was not my plan. Yeah, the difference between having Jester in rank 2 and rank 3 here has been absolutely massive. That's basically GG right there. Although, we only have a little bit of time left. Amazing hit there, through the blind. Yeah, I don't think I could have misplayed this one much worse than I did. It's going to be fine, but...
Empowered, emboldened.
But it was about as bad as it could be. Oh, Plague Doctor doing all the work, for sure.
Collaboration.
Although, I mean, I guess Sarmenti kind of clutched it at the end there a little bit. But Plague Doctor is definitely a hard counter for the Librarian. Imagine mod trolls that make the bounty hunter disappear in the final stretch before the boss. That would be pretty bad news. Bad news bears. Smoldering Hymnal can go there. Don't think we need Tinderbox or that. Murder Weapon is pretty much trash. I don't think we need Raven's Reach either. Technically Assay Gear, I think, is an upgrade. We can get rid of the Ablative Powders. We're not coming back here. Get rid of that. And I think we can get rid of the Medicinal Herbs because we're rocking Plague Doctor. Do I want to do a Cultist fight or do I want to do a Resistance encounter? Get a chance at a Collector going either way. We save ourselves some loathing going this way, so we'll go this way.
That is where they'll make their move.
That is where they'll make their move. All right, we did good work on the on the last
Cooperation is the key.
ghoul. Oof, not resisting the blind is a bummer, though.
A breakthrough.
Now he's gonna howl. No? Wow, what is up with our ghoul luck here? We've been very, very ghoul fortunate.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Yeah, unfortunately this means we take one howl, it looks like. Yeah. That stinks. That couldn't have worked out much worse. We're gonna be fine, but still a bit of a bummer. I still remember when they changed it so that final crits could stress heal. It still remains like one of the changes that makes me happiest of all of the changes.
Behold, the infinite emptiness of the void.
I'm starting to think that just generally speaking, I should have Sarmenti in the 3 spot, because like the number of times where I just want to open with double Plague Grenade is basically 100% of the time. I mean, if we're gonna remove this guy either way, let's just delete him rather than stunning him. What's the point?
Agony by accumulation.
Now this guy's already dead, so
Stupendous.
we also haven't upgraded the Bounty Hunter's trinkets. Maybe the Bounty Hunter Snappy Swig is the way to go. She has 6. We could, if we crit here, puts this one on Death's Door. All right. Didn't think we were getting the kill there, so the stun was the next best.
An opportunity.
All of a sudden, the respectful hits are coming in fast and furious.
A master stroke.
I'm gonna get rid of that bleed. That bleed was too big to leave around, especially since we don't have great ways to recoup. Execution. Alright. We're probably gonna end up throwing away both of those anyways. Anything else? I don't care about my time in the desert. Armor repair kit at least has some value. Yeah, I kind of wish that Red Hook would just roll back the way that they decided to do the Bounty Hunter. I think it's a huge missed opportunity, and they
Empowered, emboldened.
they certainly very easily could just change it to be a full-time hero, and I think, or just make it an option. Wow, you just oh, you didn't resist. Okay, I thought for a second there that this guy resisted the huge. Love to see that. Alright, the Cardinal is no more. He is. I think he fills a really important role, too, Tenebrae. I think that this is the thing that I struggle with, is like, when I thought about playing him, I was like, you know what we need for the Bounty Hunter? We need combo. We need some combo counterplay. And I think combo generators, as a general rule of thumb, are few and far between. So I would love to see him join in simply to that end. Okay, so she's stunned, which means we're going to get a beautiful plague grenade here during the next turn. This guy may regen her, which will be a little annoying, but Duelist will bring much needed combo. Yeah, that's my hope too, Tenebrae. Because I think that's what the game needs. But I also think that we could see a lot of additional combo play happen if the Bounty Hunter was allowed to be kind of like a full character. We do not. This survives. So. Guess we do that. Yeah, I think right now we should just have the Jester in the back rank. I think I'm hamstringing us by opening with Fade to Black.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Don't care about silent treatment.
The loathing whispers.
Up and away. All right, so this is the part of the stream. We do need some new names for these heroes potentially. They will be getting locked in. We may very well play with the Bounty Hunter mod again next week, although it's feeling real strong, so we also might not. I kind of think we save the speed poultices for the boss. I think going fast is really important. Man, I need to stop stretching and hitting that.
Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Ooh, Baldwin gets Daredevil. I could lock Daredevil in. That could be a thing that I do. 6 mastery, you say?
Survival demands it.
Alright, well that at least gets us covered on all of the skills we are currently using.
The next stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly.
Where are we going?
Every road a winding torment.
Alright, if we're going to the Tangle, let's get the Tanglemanac out and operational. I do think I swapped these. I don't need bumper crop in my life.
Challenge on its own terms.
Grandpa Joe? I'm down with it. We have a lot to rename. He gives off the vibe. All right, I'm with it. I'm hip. I'm cool.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Trinket organizer for 1 region. Nah, we drop below. If we go to a hoarder, we can get 2 trinkets right now, so I think that's probably best. We already picked up linseed oil. We got some cash for sure. So who has bad stuff right now? Let's try and get rid of bad digestion first. There we go. Do we have food for everybody? We do not. I think it is important this stage in the game for us to get our food on. What is Sarmenti sitting? 12 speed still? Good. As long as we don't spend, we'll be fine. He even had bad digestion like an old person. I take offense to that remark. I think all our relationships are pretty much great. I mean, we could grab the Songbook of Rousing Tunes just to get everybody some speed, but I guess I probably shouldn't have done that if we're hoping to pick up Reverberating Redoubt. But we could still get some Tactical Thinkers, so I'll toss a couple of those out there. Cool. Cool. No Tactical Thinkers. I think we're... What are our relationships sitting at right now? They're all perfect except Sarmenti and Katniss. Fine. I'll buy one liquor just so that we can... There we go. All 20s. I think we're good. We've got some cash. Up and away. Off we go with a perfect complement of relationships.
And tested. A bond to be counted on.
And a weird, creepy grandpa hanging out in the background.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
What can we say? What can we say? As always. Creepy. War.
Rewards only. Resignation.
Only resignation. All right, so I love what I see here. We can hit a hoarder and the lair, oasis, hoarder. We don't get the creature den. We have an emergency surgeon's table if we need it. All right, this looks really straightforward. We don't really need a hospital, but we could buy more healing items, which I think for the final region could be worth.
Safe passage along this stretch. A welcome reprieve.
I am playing a bit of a dangerous game with the loathing here, but I think we'll be okay. I didn't realize we were floating one loathing. No diseases. Temptation to lock Daredevil, but I don't think we do. Yeah, we buy both of these. And then we skedaddle. Actually, what's the difference here? Yeah, we can go for this middle one, and then we'll zero out our loathing. Grandpa Danger. Grandpa Danger is the name. By the way, anyone else want to name anyone anything? We're coming up to the end of this run, so the names are going to get locked one way or the other, and we'll likely be playing with more mods next week, so we'll likely be staying on the save file at least for the foreseeable future. I think the old save file will make its return with the DLC. That's my current plan. So, if you want to be temporarily immortalized in the alternate universe. Man, I was going to move him and I didn't. When the duelist comes out, you can slap my name on her. All right. If that is what you desire, Tenebrae, you'll obviously need to be here for the for that stream to get the naming rights, but I don't accept reservations. But I would happily do that. And also, the dodges, they do nothing. From the sound of it, right? If we're Jarvis Jr., I could get down with some Jarvis Jr. Probably shouldn't have done that because we weren't stacking up any new anything. Okay, they're both dead.
A promising development.
I just realized the 3 paths for the Crusader and Duelist, that can be so exciting. Yeah, I mean we will have new paths to take a look at. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of variants. I guess yeah, the Bounty Hunter needs paths too. That's a good point. I didn't consider. The lack of I don't did the rebalance? I don't think Mr. Scrake is necessarily still in Lurksville, but I'm curious if the Bounty Hunter rebalance had did it have paths, the rebalance, when it was working and active? No paths? All right.
A steady subtraction, an invariable
So there's a lot of opportunity there with that mod. We need
problems have their solutions.
we need 3 paths for the Bounty Hunter. We need mastered and unmastered skills. These things are important.
The loathing of
Was that on the roadmap? Had they talked at all about the possibility of doing paths? I really have no idea what the... Like, obviously we've dug into modding... We've dug into modding on the last spell side of things, but I really have no notion of what modding looks like for Darkest Dungeon 2 at the moment.
stupendous.
Paths, Grandpa Joe Dangerfields don't need no newfangled paths. That's quite a tongue twister.
This is no time to falter.
Go for the purge there to get these two up frontsies.
Confers advantage.
I got the right one. Good news. This guy should already be dead, right? Yeah, extremely dead. Let's just do that. I do need to remember. Nice freaking hit, dude. I do need to remember that we have now entered phase 2, where we do not have 9 trillion hit points. Execution. Face when your purge deals 18 damage. That's a big purge. Did that just happen? Did I completely not notice that purge did 18 damage? Because that's a lot of damage. I wouldn't mind having a collector come to visit. Oh, that's another thing. We haven't... I don't think we've talked about it in any great detail. But... I would love to see...
The Wainwright awaits.
Oh, you're solo leper? Okay. I would love to see... Uh-oh, my brain broke.
Carefully. Today's oversight is tomorrow's regret.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking before I did that. My purge did 1. Okay, that's more like what my purges usually do. Mr. Scrake is operating in a different, an entirely different ecosystem. Oh yeah, I do want to move my jester back. Need to remember to do that. Don't you shell shock, or why don't you front mortar? I go to all the trouble of putting a poet leper on the front lines, and this is how I am repaid. That's a little nerve-wracking. I think we need to provide some help and protection to our poor plague doctor. I can do 3 and then I can get another heal after that. So I think that's the way we'll play it. Ooh. Oh, Smoldering Hymnal. Nice. So by doing that, we avoid his backline abilities. Hey, Rose! How's it going? Have you heard about the DLC? The Crusader is coming back. As is a new hero, the Duelist. We're gonna have lots of new things coming in December. December is not a great release time, though, I will say. There's a... I don't love the idea of a December release, because if it's kind of like late in the month, things get a little tricky, but... Oh yeah, we have Larval Carrion Eater for getting heals. Let's do some of that. I forgot all about that.
Empowered, emboldened.
Grandpa sounds better than Grandpa. And looks as well. Autocorrect fails me. Which one did I put? Did I choose the right one? Doggo is deado.
Intended to.
So let's do that. I think I put Grandpa, right? We can fix it, though. All right. There we go. Grandpa. We could also go for Gramps. That's in the realm of possibility as well. All the way down to 16 from 20s across the board. Ooh! We haven't seen this gentleman in a while. Volley's unpleasant.
Lethality writ large.
The Duelist should be very interesting. I'm excited. Volley's gonna be annoying here, though. Yeah, Piercing Bolt Volley in particular is like super duper spicy.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Resist, 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 resist. Well then. Noted. Alright, we should be able to get that guy killed before he gets a chance to do any more harm. This is a nasty mash though, I will say. This guy's no joke. Respect.
There remains a foothold out of this mire. Now climb. A breakthrough. A master stroke.
Sadly, our bounty hunter's speed means that we didn't even need his execute, which is. Well, we could get you a little bit of healing. This guy's dead anyways.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Morbid gains, indeed. The key with reverberating redoubt is always a nice combo. All right, we can adjust things. I definitely want Sarmenti back one. I want the linseed oil. Well, we lose. We can put the linseed oil here. Put that there for now. Yeah, that works. Well, do we need the mineral spring water? Probably not. Let's get a little extra damage acceleration going. We could have a immediate collector follow-up here. Oh yeah, I remember the thing I was going to say earlier. I was going to say that I think the collector should not only... The collector should not only have a chance to spawn when you have a head in your inventory, but it should have a higher chance the more heads you have in your inventory. We almost got this guy. Close, but no cigar. This could shuffle it backwards. All right. It does work that way, Mr. Scrake? Are you positive? So 3 is 35%? Interesting. Okay. And to think I thought I was being all clever. I was incorrect.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
That seems amazing to me because we had such bad luck finding him initially. And I feel like I'm always carrying around multiple heads. Which, weird statement, but... I'm just going to do it this way because I don't think we're going to get down to solemnity levels. exact lethal.
A petty hindrance.
And then get a little bit of healing. All right. Onward and upward. The answer is almost always Encore Play Grenade. Hey, Fizzle! What is the chance to encounter the bounty hunter at an inn? It is... I don't know. I think they always show up. They might sometimes show up multiple times in a run. I don't actually know what the chances are. But at the moment, we're running permanent bounty hunter. So we have the bounty hunter. He can get quirks and memories and the whole deal. I know. I need to remember in Lustrous. I've been very lazy about it. Just found it on the wiki. 45, 40, 37, 35, and 33. Oh, okay. Interesting. Good intel. I think the second one is going to kill both of those, so I think we can just grab a stun here. Yeah, but you can never have a bounty hunter for the final region, obviously. And, oh, I really thought we were going to outspeed this guy. All right, we'll need to make sure to use corpses to our advantage here. You can for Act 1? Oh, really? Wow. Okay, so we need to slow our roll here a little bit. Bad hit. Oof.
Lethality writ large.
But we'll farm some stress healing if we can get it. What are the chances of this being a kill? Low. So we'll do that.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Oh, you had a blind. Man. Very disappointing. Might as well get it somewhere. Alright. Oh well. Oh well. We'll be fine on the general. Ooh, reverberating redoubt and clenching claws. And lock in place. I don't care much about the shuffle portion of our comp right now, so I think that might be what we take into the final boss. Alright, upward and onwards. I did make a mistake, I just realized. I don't think it's gonna come into play too much, but our leper... Our leper has the linseed oil. Do we... 21 damage versus this being... I think we do this. Let's get the full value there. Yeah, so we have to spam intimidates because we don't want to get blinded on our leper. The dodges, they do nothing.
Insidious spears.
Good people to get the growth on, for sure. I think we just push back one growth and then we chill. Third collector falls. Oh, are you doing a run with where you're collecting collectors at the moment, Mr. Scrake? I mean, if they present themselves right, what are you gonna do? We ball.
But deadly all the same.
So we may not get the leper undone. We can force it if we want to. Let's gamble on it. If we lose the leper, say la vie. Yeah, okay. Bummer, but... a little bit of stress, not the end of the world. Nobody can get locked up here, so... This one's over. Oh, you going first, though, is a jerk move. Oh, we took a bunch of stress at the end here. That's a shame.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
How do you have no combat item? Where did my, Didn't I have mineral spring water on them? Oh, no, I switched it. Because I was like, we'll be fine. Foolhardy. Foolhardy move. All right, well, we'll clean things up now.
A fortune in memories long forgotten.
So storage room key and... reverberating and storage room key. Right now we can't activate reverberating without the sharpness charm, which is slightly annoying. Ghastly Gruel has also been very good to us. I like reverberating a lot, though. We don't need the Sprawlmanac. We don't need the Strongbox. We don't need that. Get rid of Bumper Crop. I know we were just talking about that, but... And then I'm just going to use the Mineral Rich Spring Water. We use none of... the laudanum, or excuse me, none of the linseed oil. Candles. We have to get 3 more out of here. Tough. We could probably do this. I don't think we need the caltrops at all, or the crow's feet, as they are now known. Yeah, reverberating redoubt is never never a bad thing. Clenching claws I don't think works. Clandestine cape doesn't work. And I'll ditch one of those. All right. So now we have tanked our chance at getting a collector just by reducing the number of heads we were carrying.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
If I push you back, we don't get you with the second The second plague grenade, which I think is critically important.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
So we don't have to do much here. I think I already upgraded Solemnity. So... we could do that. We could also do that. We're going to be Solemnitying anyways, though. So let's just eliminate this guy.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity. Cooperation is the key.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We also have like unlimited corpse healing that I just can never remember.
A little help impeccably timed.
All right. Good enough. Good
less
enough.
obstacle in our path.
Three-round general. Feels good. Feels good.
The loathing whispers.
Okay, so now we go to the Hoarder. We're still looking for the shell, I guess. But we're going to need to tank Baldwin's speed if we're going to make the shell work with reverberating route for the final region.
Unburdens the mind.
Terrible. These waters did not soothe. Oh, I guess we still get the one mineral rich, which that gets us back up to 3 there. Okay. Explosives magazine, I would take, just so that we can stack up our spore grenades a little more completely. We haven't picked up any shimmer powder, I just realized. I haven't been thinking too hard about the boss. Alright. Big money, no whammies. We didn't want an inevitable end. We could grab the Surgeon's mixing kit. It's too late now, though. Touching dirges, also unnecessary. Severed finger? Severed finger isn't bad. Oh, I need to move this. Oh, so in the way. You can't stretch. Oh, let's see. Thrilling tablet. No. Mortal ward. No. So the only one that I'm looking at is severed finger. I think it's okay to pick up. But it is pretty much the only one of any interest. The songbook, whatever. We will pick up the shimmer powder. We were just talking about that. Deathcap spores aren't a terrible thing to pick up either. So we'll grab those. All right. We're going to be doing a lot of shifting things around in the 11th hour here, it seems. I'm not going to bother doing the surgeon. We have no diseases. Obviously, this path will now give us diseases, but we will try. And then
Your path lies through them.
your path lies
So they must fall.
through them. What's your deal? Oh, looks like Sarmenti takes this one on the chin. Oh yeah, Jarvis Jr. was recommended. I need to get that one. Oh, I hate this.
Bravo!
Oh, that removes? I did not know that that removed, removed stun. Oh, that was a jerk move right there. You being that fast, holy cow. Okay, we're gonna need to protect our Jester a touch.
Early results are encouraging.
That is really uncool. No, we can remove it that way. So I think that's the play. That was spicy though, for sure. I would have liked to have actually got the kill on the corpse, but
And wanes. This wound, at least, has been tended to. Cooperation is the key.
praise be to Carrion Eater.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
All right, we will now. We're gonna put all of our attention on the little drummer boy. Dunzo. Not sure why I used that one, but a little more healing coming in.
Malaise, measured and steady.
We've gotten really lucky with having a lot of improved dodge support on our leper. Like a lot of our relationships are generating a lot of dodge. Let's get that last stress healed up. Nice. All right.
But effective.
Beautiful. Blistering Bugle, ain't it? We don't need it. We don't want it.
The loathing abates.
Okay, we do have an Exemplar coming up. Put those there. Put those there. A dodging leper is a first world problem. True that, Tenebrae, true that. Truer words have never been spoken. Gilded Mind maybe we wanted to hang on to. I don't know.
Mind your
Oh,
wheels.
we're going to get
They
ambushed.
have nothing left to give.
We are going to get an ambush. Double ghoul ambush. Is that the worst ambush?
The Wainwright awaits, eager to ply his trade.
We'll have enough money, so I'll just take that straight out. Wind chime I don't care about. Leave behind 6 gold. At this point, I don't think we bother with that. And then
The loathing whispers.
I do want to have... Yeah, I guess we do it that way for the exemplar. But maybe... Yeah, okay, we'll leave it as is. Yeah, so this one's going to be an ambush. We are out of wheels. We knew there was going to be a... Hero's afraid of being left behind. Oh, come on. I think that just means stress. Okay, we're gonna get the backliners taken care of. Perfect.
Empowered, emboldened.
Now we're losing the bounty hunter here, which is what it is.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
This is going well, though. The person afraid of getting left behind seems to be there to give a consequence for anyone thinking of delaying the fight. Yeah, so it's basically it's 1 stress per turn. The lack of howls here is truly magical.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
That's how you ambush. That went well.
Gloom, a spark.
Alright. Everything's fine. Exemplar. Ho we go.
Loathing made manifest.
Would have been really nice if we had gotten both plague grenades off.
Excellent work.
Got decisions here. Yeah, let's just get this out of the equation.
A master stroke.
Don't mind the taunt at all. Good luck, Mr. Scrake. You play faster than I do, I will say. Just as an observation. Clearly you play faster. We could go for the stun. Probably should have, if I had known I was going to hit for 10. But yeah, we controlled the worship, like, quite effectively. That's annoying, though. Already down 2 eyes. Moving quick. Aren't we?
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Execution. Oh, man. The 2 execute is almost almost too much.
Lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Reverberating redoubt value? Is that what RR in this context stands for?
At last, respite within reach.
Nice. Are you rocking a Monarch at the moment, Mr. Scrake? Something needs to go. I don't care too much about crow's feet. Tempest. For the debuff resist. Interesting. I would almost always choose choose Tempest or choose Monarch over Tempest, given the final region's nature. All right, we'll go with that. We'll also go with that. We have 2 mastery.
When survival demands it.
I think Hugh could be an interesting pickup. We already picked up Slice Off. So just Solemnity.
Conventional fare, but fairly
I like
priced.
Thunderclap grenades. Alright, let's utilize some stuff here. So, I'm thinking of moving the Snappy Swig over to Grandpa Joe. So let's start out with him. Well, okay, are we getting a... We don't have a lot of speed options, so if we want to get him speedy enough... It's got to be something like that. Your body can't handle it. Nicely played. We got a lot of money, so I'm gonna get the good food. Let's see, and then relationship-wise, we do have a 3 off. I think I saw a... Yeah, I saw a Songbook of Amorous Ballads. Who is that for? Katniss and Baldwin? Oh, denied.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
And we got like a poetry. My Time in the Deserts, I think, are good for this fight. So I'll grab those. Looks like we got 2. Sarmenti and Katniss from Joe. And then Katniss and Sarmenti. I think we do that. I'm doing that because he's the tank, so most likely to do that. Now, hold on a second. This trinket requires us to stay above 50. And 50 relics is +4 speed. If you lose 4 speed, you're still at 12 speed. That's fine. Because I do want to switch you over to a monarch. And Monarch, it's only Chop that gets the... No, it's... Yeah, it's only Chop. Okay. That's fine. And maybe the last one... I think Hugh still has some nominal value.
The inevitable end of your journey awaits you once again.
Jarvis puts on his crown once more, indeed. Indeed. We're only 2 off. I shouldn't have bought that. We lost the speed on Sarmenti, but that's okay. 12 speed is still good. All right. Well, I think we'll call it there. I think I'm feeling reasonably good here. We didn't see any more. I mean, this point we might as well spend our money. There's no more healing items. Now we're good. All right, let's get this party ongoing. Into the mountain we go. Everybody is friends.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
We did buy some shimmer powder.
Unites the hope.
Grandpa's looking a little peculiar. Yeah, permanent bounty hunter mod. Seems good. But yeah, I like the bounty hunter, and I wish that he was someone that we could take with some regularity. I want to try out the bounty hunter in a burn comp, because he does have, what's the ability called? Hurlbat, which deals extra damage to burning targets, which to me is like... I guess we could have used that with Magnesium Rain a bit more aggressively. Oh, did I switch to the General's Trophy? I think I did? Yeah. Okay, good. You tried it as a rank 4 bounty hunter? What did you think? Pretty pog? Really? So, minus 50 to melee skills. That was really disastrous. Burning stars without much setup? Yeah, seems strong. Ooh, that sightless is a... Oh, okay. It would have been a bigger bummer, but the dodge there is going to be a little annoying. How does he already have a way to the worlds? Didn't I stun him?
What lurks in the beyond?
This is still round 1. Actually confused. Maybe I didn't actually stun him?
Lethality writ large.
Oh, stun resisted? Okay, that's what it was. Thank you, Emerald. In my head, I was like, the stun happened. I saw it. I apparently did not see it. Alright, baby be gone. Still not enough, but...
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
Try and get a little bit of recovery here. I forgot our leper was a monarch leper. Okay, we'll have to do a bit of cleanup against the Cardinal, but...
Emptiness and dissolution have wormed their way into the world.
So this is only for him, I'm pretty sure. I guess it's still better than nothing, but...
Collaboration confers advantage.
Yay. Yay for missing. Hard to say if we're going to be okay. This is going to be a little touch and go, I reckon. Alright, so now we just have to...
finish this quickly.
Now we just have to clean things up. Oh, double resist there was a bummer. I think we do this just to get the cherub settled down. Hey, Eric. Long time no see. It's been a minute. How are you doing? We're playing with the permanent bounty hunter mod at the moment. It's weird to be in the mountain with a bounty hunter. Also had a lot of fun on yesterday's modding stream where we modded up the last spell. I gotta say, that's the most fun I've had on a stream in a while. All right. Only thing left now is to dole out some combat items. So I think I'm gonna put this here. I'm going to put the heals there. Put a Warhorn here for phase 2, and... Doesn't really matter what we put there. Alright. Any changes in skills? I don't... Oh, yeah, slice off. Oh, yeah, wait. I wanted to change combat items, didn't I? Or trinkets, that is. I think we put that there. We put this here. You're already plenty slow enough, so you get the armory key. Or we could give you Ghastly Gruel. So we're talking about... This is 20% max HP. Gets you up to 62 versus 52. I think Ghastly Gruel is the better option here. Alright. Here we go. Yes, yesterday's stream was very engaging, and engagement is fun and good for the channel. At the moment, he plays very, very strong, Eric. The Bounty Hunter doesn't have unmastered skills in this particular mod, so they have been maxed out the whole time. His skills have been maxed out since the get-go. And I still think the best strat is to focus on one eye. We'll clear this obviously before any bad stuff happens. Hello? Took a while to show up there, my little dude. Only has 6 hit points, so it doesn't really matter what we do. So let's pick up a dodge.
A slow dissection.
Do they lose their turn now? Yeah, they do lose their turn if they die to blight. Okay, good to know. The little ones go real fast though, so we got to be a little careful of that. Ooh, that was bad. I did let sight slip. That was greedy of me. That's interesting though. Trying to get some crit tokens up. We're not going to get rid of that scene if we're not careful.
A resounding response.
This gets the kill. I don't want to get the kill. I don't really want to use Magnesium Rain either. I think I pass here. I'm banking on the Jester going first and us being able to clear the last. Here we go. So this should remove the last scene. There we go. So we have no scene, which might be a bad thing. We might want someone to have scene coming into the start here. Yeah, you're not stunnable. So
Lethality writ large.
Oh, you have too many stealth. That's a problem. Ooh, that's gonna be bad. Why did the attack remove scene when you kill? You get a you get a scene token removed. $39 points. Okay, we're moving pretty quickly here. All right, so Behold will give him a scene token and a daze, which is fine. Those were slightly annoying things to steal. Not entirely sure why he got a suppress there, but c'est la vie. The speed plus stun is an ironic combo, to be sure. We're still cruising here, though. That's gonna be a big... Okay, that wasn't that big a limerence. Yeah, indeed. So let's see. So we can... I think we just do that. We stack up the vulnerable, and then we let ourselves finish next turn here. Wasting the vulnerable there. I guess we pick up another one, though. All right. Well, that was a quick... We made quick work of that eye.
Smothered you in a fever dream of dissatisfaction.
Not going to complain about any aspect of that run. It was fun to take the bounty hunter out for a change of pace. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So, as has become tradition, we're going to be switching over to Ring of Pain here in just a minute. I do want to take a moment. The ending of the obsession and overreaching ambition are my favorite quotes. They're really good. They are really good. But yeah, so we're gonna switch over to Ring of Pain here in a second. But I think I'm gonna take just a moment to use the restroom, refill my water, and then we'll be switching over. So hang tight. Be right back, and we'll get on with some more excitement of a different variety. Actually, before I disappear, just in case anybody decides to leave during the break, just a reminder, the Discord is an awesome place to be. And if you're over in Twitch land, tossing me a sub on YouTube is the best way to support me. And joining the Discord is a cool way to know when I'm going to be streaming and what I'm going to be streaming. So with those PSAs done, now bathroom break. Be right back. All right, so now let's do the transition over to the other stream. You should be automatically forwarded, but let's see how it goes as per usual. I see ya, Illustrious. I see ya. All right, be right back. On Twitch, there'll be a momentary interruption.